Welcome back, fight fans. Welcome back. Let's just dig right into it. After visiting the WBO president in Puerto Rico this week, Eddie Hearn stated that he is pretty sure that Billy Joe Saunders will be Demetrius Andrade's mandatory challenger and next opponent. This is according to Michael Benson, and I think that's a very, very good fight. That if Demetrius Andrade versus Billy Joe Saunders can finally happen, these guys can get that fight made and done, and that's his mandatory challenge. I think that would be a fantastic fight, and I think that fight does a lot for both guys. It proves what level each guy is on. We already know Billy Joe Saunders is a very good fighter, but we don't know how good. And that's the same thing with Demetrius Andrade. Demetrius Andrade needs to show the world that he's a top level fighter. He needs to show the world that. Demetrius Andrade also needs a signature win on his resume, and I think that a Billy Joe Saunders would give him that. At this point, I would favor Demetrius Andrade over Billy Joe Saunders, but because I've seen more of his skill set, I've seen him in the ring training, and and against Arthur Akaboff, who gave Billy Joe Saunders a lot of hell in that fight at points. I've seen Demetrius Andrade pretty much win every single round. I can't even really think of a round that he really lost against Arthur. So I honestly have to be unbiased in the analysis and favor Demetrius Andrade in that fight. I see Demetrius Andrade with very good boxing ability, a very good unique skill set, and I think that he has a lot of tools in his toolbox that he can trouble Billy Joe Saunders. And we also know that Demetrius Andrade has a lot of pop in his shots. Arthur Akaboff, people always said that he's going to come to fight, he's going to be ready for the big fight, he's going to stand toe-to-toe, but when he felt Demetrius Andrade's power, he was not interested in that fight at all. He was staying and keeping his distance, and he was running and maneuvering around the ring, so that was very uncharacteristic of him. Demetrius Andrade is a two-weight division world champion, and I think he will cause problems and trouble for Billy Joe Saunders in a style that Billy Joe Saunders has never seen. I think the same thing with Demetrius Andrade. I think it will be close in some of the rounds, just for the simple fact that Billy Joe Saunders is a very good boxer. But at the same time, Billy Joe Saunders has weight issues, fluctuations, and a lot going outside of the ring. I think for Billy Joe Saunders, if he were to win this fight, he would just have to be a superior boxer than Demetrius Andrade. And just from what I can tell on the outside looking in, I just really don't see it. I see Demetrius Andrade being too talented, too skilled, and the layoffs hurting his career. I think as long as Demetrius Andrade is active and constantly taking these type of tune-up fights, I think that's good. He's fighting top 10 fighters ranked for his belt, and I think that's good. Just staying active, staying fresh, and I think that that's going to ultimately lead to a victory over a guy like a Billy Joe Saunders. Billy Joe Saunders were nowhere near 160 in his last fight, and so you have to understand that Demetrius Andrade shows an incredible level of discipline as far as staying in shape, maintaining his weight, and also his boxing ability will add to any potential fight that he has. And the fact that he's also being more active than he has been in previous years spells a recipe for disaster for Billy Joe Saunders, in my opinion. Once again, unbiased as always, it's the IBFP. Please share, like, and you must absolutely subscribe.